Hello everyone, my name is Peter and I'm from Motoring.
And I'm Michelle from Motorsports.
Welcome to Porsche Club Singapore. Today we would like to share some safety pointers about driving during our club drive. To kickstart, let's commence with the safety fundamentals about convoy driving. Most importantly, it's about safety first. This is not a race.
That's right, Peter. It's important to have a safe following distance of 2-car gap or more. And always look out for the car in front of you and behind you. There is no overtaking. If you are car 2, you remain car 2 for the whole drive. And always keep within the convoy and listen out to follow your leaders and sweepers' instructions. The speed of the convoy is determined by the slowest car. So not to worry, feel free to sound off if you are uncomfortable with the speed or have any issues.
Michelle, how do you prepare for your first drive?
Yes, I recall after signing up for my first drive, I had so much to prepare. I had to ensure my touch and go had 100 ringgit and that it's not expired. I have to have my walkie-talkie, my IMDA license, my vehicle registration, motor insurance, road tax, driving license, and most important, passport. So Peter, how do you prepare for your vehicle check?
Do always ensure that your lights, your brakes, and your tires are in good working condition. But most importantly, ensure that you have a full tank of gas before we commence the drive.
Yes, and don't forget the data roaming is
That's
really
correct.
Important to keep in touch with the rest of the convoy.
Okay. All right, Michelle, before we move off, what are some of the things that we are expected to do?
So we will gather for a safety briefing. After the safety briefing, when we go into the car, the leaders will do a comms check. The leaders would say, car 2, comms check, and you reply loud and clear. After which, you turn on your headlights before we head off into the highway.
And when we enter the highway, do ensure that we look out for vehicles that are on the main highway itself, and after which we will be joining up in a convoy. And in the convoy, do take note that the safety distance is important. We want to maintain a safe driving distance from the car ahead of us. Okay. Yeah. If the road condition is not ideal, such as wet roads, or there's the condition looks foggy, do increase that safety distance from the car ahead of you. All right, the other big concern that we have in terms of convoy driving is overtaking. Michelle, do you have any points to share in terms of overtaking?
Yes, there will be situations when you're on lane 1 and cars will come in abruptly on lane 2. Don't be anxious to keep up with the convoy. Await your leader's instructions whether to overtake or to stay into position. But just keep the additional distance in front of you. As we drive, we will approach toll booths. Do go to your respective lanes, whether it's touch and go or RFID. And once you've cleared the booth, shout out to your leaders in the comms and say, car 2 clear. Your leaders will be on the left shoulder lane waiting for you and the rest of the convoy to congregate.
Other than driving on highways, we will also be driving on B roads, and we need to anticipate dangers. Some of the dangers are pedestrian, animals, water puddles, and construction. To look out also for traffic that are at the intersection.
There will be situations when you do overtaking. Always remember to listen out to your leader's instructions and your sweeper's instructions as well. Do not follow your leader until he or she says it is clear. Overtake one car at a time. And there is no overtaking at blind bands, built-up areas, junctions, and roads with center dividers and hill crests.
Yep, and I think it's important to share with our members that the danger of overtaking at a hill crest is that we are unable to anticipate or see dangers or even traffic after the hill crest. Last but not least, when we are driving into towns, do remember that we need to slow down as an entire convoy because there will be a lot of pedestrians, a lot of people crossing the road, and a lot of hazards within the towns. That's all we have to say for this video, and I would like to end off by saying, if you want to drive far, do join us for our drive.
And if you want to drive fast, join us for track day.
See you on the next drive.
Thank you.
Thank you.